So as people in general, so many times we're looking for purpose. We're looking for how in the world am I supposed to live this life? What path am I supposed to take? What direction do I need to go? And especially as entrepreneurs, so many times we can find ourselves trying to figure out what is the process here? Like, how do I take what I have and ultimately put it into the world in a way that makes sense to me and also glorifies and honors God? And so in this video, we're going to be talking about the purpose aspect of business. What's going on, VP family? Welcome to another Beyond Prosperous video. So excited today. And so we're going to jump into this video talking about three things, 3 steps or 3 phases or 3 strategies, however you want to put it, that you need in order to fulfill the purpose on your life while even creating your business. And maybe you're just starting in business, or maybe you already been in business where you're trying to figure out, how can I get clear? How can I make this thing purposeful and make my life purposeful when it comes to the things that I do? And so maybe you haven't even started. And so for me, I know that I was spinning in circles trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? Like, I have this life. I'm pretty proactive about doing things purposefully, but what am I supposed to do? What do I have to bring? What do I have to leave when it comes to this world and generations to come, and the voice that I have and the message that I have? And so in this, like I said, we're going to talk about 3 things. And the 3 things are understanding your what. So your what is like, it's like a product, right? Understanding your what, understanding your who. So you got this person, and understanding your how, or your vehicle. So this is a car. All right. So understanding your what, understanding your who, and understanding your how. So understanding your what is the product or service that you have that you can use to help people. Now, let me make that make sense. Especially if you're not in business, or if you're not trying to create or start a business, what do you have inside of you? What did God give you? What gifts and talents did God give you in order to ultimately do this and ultimately serve the who? So this is the what. This is the who, and this is the how, right? And so what did God give you to serve the who, and how are you going to do that? Or how are you going to do the what to serve the who? All right, so let's break that down. So ultimately, when it comes to the what you have, when it comes to your gifts and your talents, like many of us, we have an experience, an education, or an expertise that we can use in order to help someone else along the journey. So how I look at this is, I feel like I've found my purpose. I feel like I'm living in that thing. And so what my story is and what my message is to give others strategies on how to find that thing for themselves. And so it's like, if there's a journey, and there is mountains and there is valleys, like if I'm on this mountain of purpose, then I'm going to say, like, yell to everyone, like, how did I get up there? I want to show them. I'm going to give them frameworks. I'm going to teach and coach and all of these things to say, if you can avoid the pits, like, let's avoid that. But if you find yourself in a pit, if you find yourself in a valley, let me show you the rope. Like, let me show you the rope. Let me tell you the stories. Let me show you the tactics that you can use in order to get from where you are to where you ultimately desire to be. And so this 3-step framework, it's finding what? Identify it. Like, what experience do you have? What expertise do you have? What education do you have? And ultimately, like, it's framed by who you're called to serve. And so if you have an education, expertise, like if you have an experience that you have in your life that you serve the youth, then you're going to tailor it in a certain way. If you serve CEOs, you're going to tailor it in a certain way. If you serve leaders, like, you're going to tailor it in a certain way. And so the who, the what and the who, they mesh together. They have to make sense together, because the way that you present it, then it changes, right? And so when it comes to you and the thing that God has created you to do, the what and the who, this helps you find positioning for the purpose that God has for you. And so if you don't understand what you have and who you're supposed to serve, then you can be talking to just anybody and you not actually create a transformation for them. And so that was my story. That was like, I knew what I wanted to do. And that was help people find purpose. I didn't understand how I was supposed to do that. And also I didn't know who I was talking to when it came to finding purpose. And so now I've settled in, I've gotten on this path of entrepreneurs, helping them find their purpose and ultimately fulfill that thing, because I believe that we are supposed to leave a legacy, not just with our finances and not just with trust and things like that, but with the message that we have while we're here on earth. I believe we're supposed to create content. There are people that you may think that are still alive because of the content that they produced while they were here, and that being repurposed and people continuing to put that content out. And so like when it comes to someone, we all know, like when it comes to someone like Michael Jackson, if there were no news channels and you continue to hear his music play, you wouldn't know that he wasn't alive. And so when it comes to your message and the thing that God created you for, the what and the who, that helps you put your message together in order to ultimately create a transformation and an impact and leave a legacy through that thing. And so also, if you are an entrepreneur and you have not identified the process of creating your idea or turning your idea into an offer or into a product or into a service, then make sure you click the link in the description. It's the One Idea Away Bootcamp, helping you to take that idea and literally turn it into an offer step by step and ultimately taking it to the marketplace so you can create your business and start that thing. All right. So like I said, when it came to the how, this is what changed so many times for me. And so I thought that I should do multi-level marketing. That was my first introduction to entrepreneurship, was multi-level marketing. Then I thought, well, maybe me and my wife should start a YouTube vlog. Like we can create transformation through that. We can help people find purpose through us living our life and continuing to grow and expand and develop. And then I thought that, all right, so maybe that isn't working. Social media marketing agency. Maybe I can help different restaurants so that I can make money in order to help people find their purpose. And so I tried that. And so I tried all of these different avenues to ultimately find myself doing the thing and talking about the thing that I always thought that I was supposed to talk about in the first place. And so some of you may have that same experience where you were going through life and you knew what you felt called to do, but because of life circumstances, because for me, I didn't feel old enough. I felt like I wasn't old enough to show people how to find purpose. And so people would look at me weird if I'm talking to them about purpose. That was a lie, but it was my belief. And so when I was there, that is what I believed. So I didn't think that I could help people. But like I said, when it comes to this process, if you are on step 3, then you have what you need to help people on step 1. And the thing is, people are always going through this process. Like whatever process you have. And so for instance, if you're talking about the how, let me make the how make sense. So if you know how to cook, like not just you know how to cook, but you know how to cook, you understand cooking, then you can help people that's trying to cook better, or that's trying to make certain recipes. Why not start your business? All you have to, they say that the difference between someone that's just in the kitchen cooking and Gordon Ramsay, right, is not the only difference, but one of the biggest differences is that he turns on the camera. He gets paid for cooking, but the difference is he turns on the camera. He creates content, right? And so the difference between him and maybe you is that you do your thing, but nobody knows that you're doing your thing. And it's not that you have to be on camera, but you have to be in a position to help the people that are looking for you so that they can pay you and you make a difference in their life and they make a difference in yours, right? And so you can cook, you can coach, right? And you can coach who you are supposed to coach. Like it doesn't have to be this big thing. Let's say you're a runner, right? If you're a runner, if you already enjoy running, why not learn all the aspects of running that you possibly can, running marathons and things like that, and then go and coach and go and teach people how to do it. Let's make this simple. When it comes to your purpose, it's not necessarily about this big grand thing. Many times it's about the little things. It's about doing the things that aligns with what God is calling you to do. And so what aligns with what God is calling you to do is possibly right? It's not always the case, but your gifts, and then finding your people and serving them to the highest capacity, right? So when you find your gift, you want to get proficient in your gift. You want to get to a place where you've mastered what you do so much that when you speak, you know what you're talking about and people are actually transformed. And so when it comes to your purpose, this is how you align yourself. You align yourself with your gifts, the people, and that helps you position yourself, and ultimately the how. That is the how. That is the transition from people being where they are to where they desire to be because of your story, because of your experience, your education, or your expertise. And that is how you ultimately begin to mold a life that fulfills you and that's aligned with purpose and destiny. And so if this video was helpful for you, make sure you leave a like, make sure you share this with somebody that may be looking for purpose, that may be trying to figure out and understand, like, where do I need to start? Where is my first foothold? Like, how do I do that thing? And so if this is helpful for you, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this. And until next time, go and live your legacy.